All I knew is that when Boomer got the ball, start leading. So, because when he got it, he was going to look up and try and find me, and just his ability to get it and his speed is something that I'll always remember.
Oh look, he's been a little champ ever since he got to the club, and what I've really loved about him is his infectious energy, and he takes that on the ground. He's a cheeky little bugger. He used to get out there and give lip to the best of them and run around and give as good as he got. So it was just fantastic playing with him because he's such a super competitor and understood the game so well, and he'd just keep bobbing up and finding the ball and kicking goals. And so it's just great to have him as a teammate.
So Brent and I, pretty good mates over the journey, but it all started when we had to room together for interstate trips to play footy. And so it was Harris and Harvey. So we ended up, rooming together, and it was interesting because I sort of learnt a lot about Boomer then, and how professional he was, and everything he did as far as his preparation going to a game, but also his OCD that also kicked in. It was funny to learn of him. He'd always get to the room first and make sure he'd get the best bed and a bit of space, and also set out OCD, set out his playing gear. But one of my good mates, and just wrapped that he's inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Probably the things about Boom that some might not know is he was our best trainer, he was our most professional, and he was most competitive. So there's a reason why he's played as long as he has and had the career he has, because he just does everything right. I remember him having a quiet game once, which didn't happen so often, but I think he only had a handful of touches, and the next week he comes out and has 44 touches, and that probably sums Boomer up, that you can't keep him down for too long. And I reckon if he's had a quiet game, he'll be the last bloke you'd want to play on, because he's going to show the world how good he is, and that sums him up as a competitor as well.
Yeah, Boom was a pretty special player, special teammate as well. I remember first coming in, and as a young kid you look for someone to lead the way and grab a game by the scruff of the neck, and Boom was always that kind of person. And over the years I just remember a lot of the goals I remember from the early days in my career are ones from him that were pretty special in big moments, big times in games, finals, and that. So yeah, it's no surprise that we're standing here today celebrating him entering the Hall of Fame. So he's a pretty special teammate.
It's a great achievement. Who would have thought? I sort of played my first game with Boomer back when his first game, which was '96. I think it was around 22-96, and tiny little fella running around, darting around, and you thought he had something special because of he'd been up against the odds, and even to get to that point, and but then for him to achieve what he's done, it's been amazing. And I think anyone that played with him, you'd put a lot of it down to just his professionalism. I think that's allowed him to play the amount of footy that he played over a long time. I think he'd only missed 7 games, through injury throughout his career, and the way that he prepared, his professionalism, just allowed him to sort of continue to get out, play really high-level football, consistent footy, but also just get that continuity of training, session after session, which allowed him to play as many games as he did.